the not so fun and attractive part of boating is spending days and days in these industrial areas. This is in Providence, next to the marina. At least it's close. At least we can come here by dinghy. We got through all the intense preparation to demast Nesi. The rigger Ian survived the encounter with the crane's iron hook, and we got the mast laying safely in the yard. Now the clock was ticking. We had to hustle to finish the mast repairs and re-rig the boat before Ian returned to the US. All right, daily commute. Let's go to the mast. Well, everything's closed on the weekend, but not green cocoa.
It's our time to make hay.
Go to the boatyard on the Sunday.
The sun definitely shines. Stripped all the old rig, standing rig off the mast. That's it on the ground here. Boatyards of Paradise, Season 1, Episode 2. So this is the new turnbuckle on the new shroud, but the old one up here, the old turnbuckle, was bent from impact. And I don't know what the impact was, but it meant the barrel would not turn on the lower stud. So I had no way to loosen the tension on the wire. And 14 millimeter wire would have been tuned to about 3,700 pounds sitting right here. So somehow I had to overwhelm 3,700 pounds to get this off, and no small task. We can go look at the damage toggle about how I did it. On the ground here is the bent turnbuckle. It's hard to see, maybe harder on camera, but there's a little bit of a chicane, if you will, an S-curve.
Oh, you can see it.
To this thing, right there and right there. You can see it on the stud. The stud goes in asymmetrically on both sides.
Oh my God.
This became my 6-foot pipe wrench. So Ian pulling on the end of 6 feet creates a little bit of leverage, which broke what I needed to, which loosened what I needed to loosen, but also was torquing the hell out of the mast. I got the little pin out, tried to drive the big pin out, but like I said, 3,700 pounds pinching that pin in place. I couldn't get it out with a hammer, and tapping it with a punch meant that when I knocked that pin out, the punch was going to get stuck, and who knows what would have happened to me. So if you pan down to the ground here, you can see how I got it disconnected. Just slowly started bending that toggle open, which made the pins closer together and incrementally reduced some tension.
Oh, that's a thick piece of metal to bend.
That's a thick piece of metal to bend. Tools helped that, but I still have 10 fingers and no bloodshed.
Wow.
Just getting these new wires was a total mission. I ordered them 4 months ahead of time from France, and they were stuck in customs in Seychelles airport for weeks, being released just days before our mast was lifted. We also had other maddening challenges, like parts ordered from the manufacturer that came incorrect, and the boatyard refused to fully confirm our spot until the last possible minute. Not to mention all the technical challenges Ian had to overcome without adequate local supplies. The whole thing was a nail-biter. Thank heavens Ian was there to keep us calm and moving forward.
So far so good, day 2.
Great day.
It's a pretty successful day 1.
Amazing.
While Ian attacked the mast project as a one-man show, we carried out a flurry of maintenance on Nesi back at the marina, packing in a ton of jobs every day.
So then if one breaks, you have one.
But you need this to start doing, otherwise cannot start.
And yeah, finding parts, going to boat stores and looking for so many little items. It's non-stop hustling around, and then we go out again. And going days and days and days sorting through the mess, trying to
Now put them in the clear bins, labeled. This is Volvo parts, shore power, generator parts, unknown parts. Shuffling gear,
Oh man,
back and forth. What do we keep? What do we throw? Pressure washer, feeling good about it?
It's amazing. It like takes off mold spots. You gotta do some elbow grease for the greasy stuff, but
Amazing! What do you think? Your own teepee.
How did we do this?
ask Ian.
We set the spinnaker, but only halfway.
During this intense work period, life aboard continued. We kept eating stovetop pizza, and Kayana and Naya decided to build their own boats.
Tell him what that one does.
But then it comes out and you can do so many things with
You can do other things with it? Amazing. Can you explain the whole thing to me?
it. You can make it different. You can fix it and it can walk again.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I like the purple paddles on the yellow wheel. Kind of
Now
looks-
those are to turn it off and on, and you can turn it sideways, around, this way, that way,
Wow.
up and down and round.
Off to work, off to the salt mines. Literally.
With time running out, Ian hustled to overcome issues at lightning speed, seized screws in the jib further, creating workarounds for the parts that arrived wrong, and a general lack of supplies available locally in the Seychelles. Miraculously, he was ready to launch 3 days before his flight as planned. Ian is a rigging magician.
Okay, so the crane just showed up. The driver also just showed up finally. And Ian's gonna discuss communication because it didn't go so well on the first go around.
Like the surge. Down slowly. Slowly down. Yep.
Is he like a monkey up there? A celebration moment.
Wow. Rebuilding the rig in the Seychelles.
Cheers to
First
that.
time, possibly last.
Bravest thing we may have ever done.
We breathed a sigh of relief with a mast back on board Nesi. Now we just had to put everything back together, from reconnecting the wires to lifting the boom back in place, hoisting the mainsail onto it, making all the precise attachments like the mainsail tack and clew and reef points. There was a lot of work to do. Our final hurdle was attaching the lazy bag, which is the home for the mainsail on the boom and is rigged with an array of lines called lazy jacks. It takes hours to install with many tedious knots. The local seamstress had repaired the fabric and sewn a new zipper, but unfortunately they did it wrong, forcing us to redo it later.
Oh my gosh.
What else is going wrong?
Unbelievable. We finally just got the lazy bag back on. Took us forever. And just discovered he sewed our brand new zipper on backwards. We can't use it. He's got to fully redo the entire thing, and it's
It takes forever to
That
install
would be
it.
like the rigger putting the mast in upside down.
Talk about adding insult to injury. Now we'd have to start our next trip without the lazy bag, which is important for dealing with such a huge sail. What can you do? Gotta roll with the punches. At least the mast was on board, and our biggest job in preparation to leave the Seychelles was done. That felt amazing. So we welcomed our new crew and headed back to sea to have some fun, this time on a scuba diving trip to the Amirantes archipelago, an overnight sail south of Mahe.